Yesterday was New Comic Book Day, so let's go ahead and take a look at Final Order Cutoff due next Monday with my top 10 FOC picks for orders due October 2nd, 2023. If you see anything from Lunar, specifically DC, that you like this Superman, which is going to be Action Comics, 1 for 50 cover, you're going to want to make sure you get those pre-orders in by October 1st, 2023, which would be Sunday. I did want to remind you, I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of the video. If you want to support the channel, that would be great. I'm really getting close to getting monetized, but in the meantime, that'd be the best way to support the channel. And without further ado, let's get started. And kicking things off at number 10 is actually going to be a run, reprint. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it might be a reprint just in standard comic size with new covers. And it looks like it's coinciding with the release of The Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution and a future New York City, far different than the one we know today. Alright. So, it's The Last Ronin, number 1. But look, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. If you didn't want to get these because they were, I think they were like $10 a piece in the magazine size, you can go ahead and grab these. I'm probably going to. I'm wondering if maybe Bill over Economics and Comics will have a bundle. Usually he'll do, like, so if these are all $5 a piece and there's 5 of them, he might do something like get all 5 for $20 plus shipping or something like that. He's usually pretty good at bundling things that you might be interested in. So anyway, I'll keep an eye out for that, or if someone bundles it, maybe I'll let you guys know if I see it. But it is in this week's FOC. But beware, if you're going to buy other books, this is not in shops until December 6th. Everything else is pretty much in shop about November 1st, give or take, if things get released early, pushed back, whatever. But this is almost a whole month later. So I would do this one separately from all of your other ones, because if you buy online, a lot of those people have to hold it until the whole order is fulfilled, and then they can ship it out. So if you're going to buy it online, FOC, then make sure that you do this one separately if you want those other FOC books in the same order to come early when they come out. So I hope that I cleared that up for you guys. Just a little note that I thought I'd let you guys know about. But alright, let's move on to number 9, and that is Universal Monsters Dracula number 1. It is written by James Tynion IV, doing, Dracula from Universal Monsters. But I didn't want to just show you this one. Look at cover B. It has the Bela Lugosi cover. And those of you who think about Dracula, right? So Bram Stoker, I believe, was from Ireland, and he wrote Dracula, that, we all know, that the book that movie was based on and all that. Now, the I want to suck your blood, that actually just comes from the fact that Bela Lugosi, I want to say he was Bulgarian or Hungarian or something like that. And that's why he had that accent. I'll probably look it up and I'll put on, as text, a headline here, what it actually was. But that's his accent. He's not doing some type of Transylvanian accent or something like that. They weren't even necessarily planning on having Dracula have an accent. That's Bela Lugosi's accent that he had, speaking English. And I think that is so awesome. And then it just became sort of, I don't know if that's the right word, but the lexicon of Dracula's voice. And so anyway, just another note, for that. So this cover honoring Bela Lugosi has a much deeper connection to how we know Dracula today than people might even think. So, alright, let's move on to number 8. And, okay, so all of these DC ones, I pulled them up, and when they pull up, there's a delay. I have them open, but for some reason, just to load them back up is a delay. But it's the a facsimile reprint of the Green Lantern, first appearance. And, so let's just move on to number 7. I mean, there's not much to say about that. So this one's pretty interesting. So it says it's setting the stage for the next DC Universe epic. So, it looks like there's going to be some type of tournament or something like that. And it says it's the introduction of a Beast World crossover event. And it is possible that there is the debut of Necrostar, and it is an event that transforms heroes into deadly animals. Which, I mean, no matter what kind of hero you are, if you're not used to being an animal, you know, it's gonna be weird. So Beast Boy is probably you would think would be able to win because he has been familiar with these animals and their movements and stuff, and their reflex timing and all that. So, anyways, I just think that he would. All right, so let's move on. Number 6. We have Amazon's Attack, number 1. And this one, it has a possible first appearance of the Goddess of Discord. And it is a premiere of a new series that is featuring a team that is led by Nubia, who we've met recently, and Wonder Girl, who I think is, what's his name, Yar Floor. I think, anyway, and Faruka II, who honestly I don't know who that is. But, anyways, I think that could be pretty interesting, but let's just move along to number 5. And it's going to load again, and this is actually going to be an Action Comics 1058, incentive 1 for 50. I had this in, I think, my last week's one. However, looks like maybe it got pushed, so it's here. So let's just move on to number 4. And this one is actually going to be a Flash book. It's going to be the Flash number 2. I don't know why this one's not low. There we go. And it is the first, it says new character debut, The Stillness. So of all of these, this is the one that has a definitive debut. I just thought that Superman one might have some value because it's a 1 for 50. No, I don't know how many people are reading that Action Comics right now, really. So I don't know how many 1 for 50 variants are actually going to be out there in the wild. If you can get one, I don't know. But again, I don't know if there's any value in the book, so I don't know if the 1 for 50 is worth it. But here we go. We got the Flash number 2. This is cover A, and there's a bunch of other covers you can take a look at. But number 3, we have Ultimate Universe number 1. And the reason that this is number 3 is because I think that it could be something that Marvel could be kind of shifting towards. It is a one-shot, but it's going to launch a new line of Ultimate Universe titles. And I know that there were some keys recently of Ultimate Universe stories and stuff like that the MCU could pull from. So I don't know. Honestly, I think it would be interesting if they just rebooted the whole MCU and did like an Ultimate Universe with all new everybody. But who knows? And it's kind of, you see Captain America's kind of doing his same pose as the other Ultimates one that we just had. But it says that after the world-shaking conclusion of Ultimate Invasion, which I don't know how many people read that or even really cared about it. But you do have Jonathan Hickman writing it, so that could be, you know, a pretty good story. He knows his way around, you know, writing these Marvel comics. So, alright, number 2 is actually going to be White Widow. So it's Yelena Belova. This one is a little bit, it's number 2 because it has a little bit better chance of us seeing it in live action. And some of these books in this run becoming a key, as we have her Who knows? This White Widow could end up becoming a show itself on Disney Plus. But I also wanted to show you, it's just like a 2B. This is the local comic book store day, I guess, variant or something, with the white cover for White Widow. I think this is really cool. So, I mean, let's see. Buffy, Eat the Rich, pretty good. But yeah, so something you might want to check out. For me, it would strictly be if I thought she was coming to Disney Plus, honestly. But number 1 is going to be Star Wars Shocking Hyperspace Stories number 10. This is the first appearance of the Bad Batch in comics, which we know we've already gotten in on Disney Plus. And then here is a awesome cover. If I was getting one book this week, and this is why it's my number 1, this is the book I'm getting. I'll be honest with you, I don't exactly know what this creature is right here. So, because I think it's... Is it Echo? So these are the 4, and then Echo. It was the one. It's either Fives or Echo. One of them is dead, and one of them was part of the Bad Batch. I don't remember. So, anyways, first appearance of the Bad Batch, Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 1, and that's my number 1 for the week. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me in this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informational, and if you did, I would please ask that you click that thumbs up button to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel to see more great comic book and collectible content, possibly support the channel by clicking my Venmo or my PayPal link down in the description below, and comment down below, let me know what you thought about this video and my picks. Was there anything I missed from this FOC? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm just going to actually let you guys go on this one. Thanks again for watching. Here's one video if you want to watch that, and then here's another one. But until next time,